David. How are you? Are you recording? There's a pickup sign there, here.
Okay, I think we'll go ahead and get started. First of all, I want to thank all of you students, student athletes, parents, grandparents, friends, family members, everybody that's come out to show support for these young people, to honor their accomplishments they've had this year, and just show them that you do support them in everything that they do. Thank you, parents, for letting us work, and us as a coaching staff up here at Greeley County Schools, thank you for letting us work with your child or children. Sometimes I'm not so sure you don't need to be thanking us for taking your child away from you for an hour or two, but it all works out in the end. These coaches and sponsors put a lot of time in. So if you get the chance, please make sure you say thank you. Students, I want to say thank you for all the time and effort and everything that you put in to all the activities that we have. And for a small school, we have a ton of them, as you'll see tonight. And again, thank you for everything that you do and all that makes this place a great place to participate in activities. With that said, we're going to start tonight. Since I'm already up here, I'm going to do cross country. So if the cross country runners will come up here and line up on the front here, we'll talk about you for a little bit. Had a small crew, a good crew. Most of them got up in the mornings, ran with me in the mornings, worked out in the mornings. We had a lot of fun at it. I had a lot of fun coaching them. We started off the season, as you can see, a lot of them are sixth graders. We started off the season without much experience and ended up the season knowing how to run cross country pretty well. One of the biggest things, accomplishments that I'd like to talk about is, first of all, let me introduce them all. The girls, sixth graders, we have Jay Brandel, Charlize Schaefer, and McKenna Hobson, seventh grader, right? Okay, Hobson. On the boys, sixth grade, Mr. Enthusiasm Luke, and Taven Schmidt, Luke Clevenger, Taven Schmidt, Sam Warner, he was our sixth graders, our two seventh graders, G. Evans, and Braxton Maine. At our league meet, we had the two individual champions of the race. Braxton Megan finished first in the boys division, and Jalen Brandel finished first in the girls division. We also finished on the girls' side overall. The girls finished first, fourth, and seventh, while the boys finished first, sixth, seventh, and eighth overall. So we have a really good success. Thank you guys. Hope to see y'all next year. Have fun. Let's go do it again. What do you say? Okay. Next up is Holly Steele's going to talk about volleyball and Stuco.
first practice in August to the last practice in October, these girls improved tremendously. It's always so fun to think back and see all the improvements. From finally getting a good pass to target, to finally getting a serve over, to having confidence in our sets and being more aggressive at the net. These girls all improved in their volleyball fundamentals. We also made major improvements in our perseverance when things got tough. We learned to shake things off and pick each other up. In the league tournament, we were told by an official that we were the most positive team we had seen all day. Good job, girls. Some highlights from the seasons are playing Dighton and Jaren getting 19 serves in a row, Jalen's getting 8 kills, and the team getting 11 passes to target. Beating playing Francis for the first time in a while with scores of 25-17 and 25-21. Allowing only one dropped ball in 2 sets against Winter, also ending in a win. Beating Sharon with 3 really close sets with 22 aces, 7 by Ureli and Jalen each, and 6 by Charlize. A-team going into league tournament as a number 2 seed, and both A and B teams making it into bracket play, ending with both teams placing 4th in league. A-team ended the season 11-6, B team ended the season 6-11, and C team ended the season 1-6. I'd like to thank my assistant coach, Coach Zerk, for all of her help in practice and games and everything she would do. Administration and my husband for always being a huge support. And I'd also like to thank Grandma Betty for supplying the post-game cookies. Our special awards, which were voted on by the athletes, are the most improved 8th grader, Maggie Lotruba. Most improved 7th grader went to both Sarah Pando and Brianna Seegers. Most improved 6th grader, Jalen Brandel. The loudest player, which the definition was this player never needed to be reminded to be loud and could always be counted on to be loud during cheers, games, and in practice. Selah. Most creative, this player came up with new cheers and got others to join. Haley. Energizer Bunny, this player was on the go and always gave 100% no matter what. She left it all on the court and was excited to do more. Jaden. Most inspirational, there was a 4-way tie. These players were cheerful all the time during games and practices, picked teammates up, and didn't let anything get her down for long. They were Haley, Jalen, Anna, and Maggie. In the Jackrabbit Award, there was another 3-way tie. These players showed what a true Jackrabbit is: respectful, hardworking, and team-oriented. And they went to Jadis, Maggie, and Haley. Thank you, girls, for the hard work over the season. I know you gave your all. To my older girls, without your amazing leadership and willingness to help the younger players out, our season would not have looked the way it did. 8th graders, I wish you the best luck and look forward to seeing what your futures hold on and off the courts. And everyone, please remember that Coach and I are always proud of you and to always shake it off and go get the next play. Thanks, girls. You can go sit down. First semester and second semester students, please. So STUCO is short for Student Council. It's a student-led organization that helps make decisions for the junior high and helps organize activities for the student body. STUCO is made up of students from each class as representatives as well as 3 officers. STUCO members have to remain eligible and have a positive attitude in all classes. They are expected to attend all meetings and activities when feasible. Being a part of STUCO has additional responsibilities such as coming in early, staying late, and giving up on personal time. The officers must campaign and give a speech to the student body. The officers for this year were President Maggie, Vice President Ryan, and Secretary Hannah. These 3 were very active in getting things done and were willing to put in extra time. They helped keep meetings on track and got others involved. They listened well to their peers and presented many valuable ideas. Each class elected representatives 2 different times throughout the year. We met weekly during lunch to discuss future plans and activities. These students came to all meetings full of enthusiasm and ideas. They worked well together to come up with some fun activities. Some of the activities that STUCO was responsible for this year was a dodgeball tournament. Oh, actually that was not dodgeball tournament. It was ping pong tournament. Teacher Appreciation Day, Valentine's Day, Block the Door, and then a winter and spring dance. I sure appreciate all the enthusiasm and spunk from this group, and I think I can speak for all the students and thank Mr. Houston for going along with some of our ideas and letting us do some extra fun things this year. And thank you guys for all of your hard work. Next is junior basketball, Jordan Stewart. Hello. If many of you don't know me, my name is Hannah Blum. I was the assistant for the junior high basketball this year. I would like to start out with saying thank you to all the parents and to all the girls that went out, and also thank you to Jordan and Brittany for finishing out the season as I couldn't finish. I had a real blast this season. I love this group of girls. They were always ready to go when we got to practice. They always were full of jokes, full of giggles and everything. They were always excited to play, and you can't ever coach that. So it was really cool to see you always ready to go all the time. To start off with my awards, we had an MVP. My MVP this year is a girl that I never really had to ask to put in all the effort. She always went in 110%, always was balls to the wall, per se. She led our team really strong. She was defensively strong, and she really set the bar high for all these girls, and that was Shaden Howe. My next award goes to my most improved. I had a lot of girls that improved throughout this whole season, so this award was really hard to pick. So like I said, this was really hard to go back and forth. Her confidence really stood out. She was always one you could, like your confidence needed to grow throughout the season, and you finally saw it towards the end.
She always pushed herself, always went for it, and that award goes to Jade. Then I did defensive award. This girl always came out fully defensively all the time. She was always in your face, hands up, always did exactly what I asked her to. It was just, you could always see her and you could figure, okay, I need this person to go on that person, and she took care of it every single time. She always made people uncomfortable, which is always something that you want to see, and that goes to Addison. And that concludes my awards. Our season was 8 and 7, and we did get 3rd place at the league. So I'm very proud of these girls, and I hope to see you guys all next year.
Okay, my speech is a little bit longer than hers, but I just want to start off by thanking the assistant coaches up here. Hannah for stepping up to the position and doing it so well. I found out quickly that she knows this game very well, and she quickly gained respect from the girls, which takes a lot. But she did a fantastic job, and I know that she will continue to be a great asset to this program. Also, Brittany Lubers has some big shoes to fill too. It's a lot of girls, and I could not have done it without her stepping up. So I just want you to know I really appreciate you putting with her to do that. This year, this team, I really wanted to push these girls this season, prove to them that hard work always pays off, and to always step on the court with a winning attitude. I think right off the bat, they didn't give themselves enough credit, didn't fully believe or trust that they could compete with anyone. The A team started off slow, losing the first 3 games of the season and ending 3-4 before Christmas. Sharon, Quinter, and Dighton all beat us by more than 15 points. I know it was discouraging to them. It was discouraging to me. And I was visiting with my dad about the season and coaching and what I wasn't doing right, what am I not doing right? These girls should easily be winning these games. And he said you can tell a team has a good coach when the team improves over the season. So I started to just focus on making them better, looking for the small things that they were doing right. And I knew I just had to keep pushing them, expecting them to be better, wanting them to be better, and helping them gain confidence. And I think that's what made this year so amazing and so special to me, is that this group really never quit. A lot of growth and confidence and great moments were shown by all of them. Some that stick out to me, Jalen Brandel hitting a shot to put us up by 1 at Atwood. Jaron and Charlize hit a couple of late shots, also against Atwood, to help us get our first win. Brooklyn North's defensive pressure on our press against Ness City really got us rolling. Mia's and 1 late shot against Johnson, we won that game by 3. Maggie grabbing key rebounds all season long, Haley's late free throws in our win against Sharon, and Jaden's showing up big against Dighton that league. And if any games stick out to me, and anyone that watched these girls play, I think we would all agree that Dighton that league and our win over Sharon on their home court were pretty awesome highlights. All the girls just played outstanding these 2 games. Everyone was working their tails off, playing their roles, and we just looked awesome. I received so many compliments about our team and how good we looked and how nervous all the other teams in the league were to play us. Brooklyn completely shut down Dighton's top player. She was so frustrated with her and held her to 2 points. Haley, Jaron, Maggie, and Mia out-rebounded and outworked their posts all game long. Charlize went in and gave me some great minutes, playing great defense and allowing Brooklyn to get a few minutes of rest. Jadis was knocking down big shots and playing with the most confidence I've seen her play all year. So beating Sharon was a great feeling for these girls. Getting back at Dighton was a great feeling for these girls. Having already lost to Sharon twice, it just shows the courage and the fight that this group of girls have. The A team ended 10-6 and also placed 3rd at league. We ended the season beating Sharon, Dighton, and Quinter. All of them had thumped us by 15 points or more earlier in the season. So to say I am proud of this group is truly an understatement. If the 8th grade girls would step forward. Haley Nolan, famous for always saying, I'm not that good, I'm not that good. And I kept telling her, yes, actually you are, and you keep getting better. Out of the last 3 years, I saw the most growth and confidence this year from her. She started 18 all season for us and became a great rebounder, but her shooting is probably what impressed me the most. We did shooting drills every day in practice, and she just kept getting better and better and better every time. But if she was focused and ready to play, she could compete with anyone. She grabbed 59 rebounds for the season, had 13 assists, 9 steals, and 14 blocks. Maggie. This girl is just so fun to coach. She's always playing hard, getting on the floor, and getting trampled on the floor, cut at her chin, bleeding, still playing. She's just tough. She can out-rebound anyone. Whatever I was asking of her, she did without hesitation. She knew her role and was such a great team player and always had such a great attitude. She shot 40% from the floor in the season, had 58 rebounds, and 9 steals. Brooklyn is just another girl that is just tough. 110% all the time, and so fast. If you remember her over the past 2 years, she would get a steal and go for a layup, and the ball would come off that backboard at about the speed she was traveling. And I kept thinking, we just got to get her to make these layups. Well, she did. She improved so much over the past 3 years, and this year, when she got a steal, I just knew she was going to make her layup or knock down a short jumper. I can't talk about her without talking about her defense. She plays such great defense, works so hard at it, and she plays it with so much passion. Her defense play against Dayton was just outstanding and something I won't ever forget. Jadis. It is not easy coaching your own kids. She probably gets it harder and tougher than anyone else, even when I'm trying not to. But she also has grown so much as a player, and she had a lot on her shoulders this year. A lot of teams focus on her, and I know that was tough for her, but her confidence really grew in the second half of the season. She was doing much more to help her team. She's a great ball handler. Most people were like, why is your tallest player bringing the ball on the floor? But she did a very good job at it. She also was a great passer and a great shooter. So our high school team is going to be so lucky to have these four. They're a great bunch of girls, and they will work hard for you. It's been a blessing to coach them the past 3 years. I'll get to a few of my awards. These are always really, really hard and tough to do, especially with such a fantastic group. But Anna and I talked about it and believe that these girls getting these awards truly have deserved it. Our Lady Jackrabbit Award has been to go to the girl that was always giving her all in practice and in games. Very coachable, always had a great attitude, and just a fun, good person. Her character is great, and I'm just very proud of her and to her parents as well. This goes to Maggie. Our next award is going to go to someone who started off very strong this season and just kept growing. She started 18 all year, and if we needed someone to get us going, it was her. Whether she was putting back some offensive rebounds, getting steals, or fighting for a ball on the floor, she really stepped up and played aggressively and without fear. She was our second leading scorer, second leading rebounder with 79 for the season, shot the most free throws for us this season, had 40 steals, and 9 block shots. Our most inspirational player is Jaren Stewart. Next, this girl worked so hard, and again, she just kept getting better. I always knew she was going to play hard. That was never a question. Like I said, fast and tough, and learned to finish layups, and she was such a great asset to this team. Another girl who just really stepped up and impressed me. We couldn't have done it without her. She led our team in steals with 50, was second in assists with 25, was our third leading scorer, and even had 52 rebounds. Our most improved An outstanding defensive player goes to Brooklyn West. Our last award is going to a girl who's expected to do a lot for the team and really wanted to play well and help her team win. Once she truly believed she could play with the best, she did great things. She was our leading scorer, shooting 35% from the field, led in assists with 26 on the season, led in rebounding with 109, led in block shots with 27, and had 39 steals. Our most valuable player goes to Jaden Stewart. I always talk a lot to these girls about grades and how school comes first. I just want to take a minute to acknowledge two girls that had all A's with the best GPA for our season, and that's Jayla Randall and Erin Stewart. And lastly, I just want all you girls to know just how proud of you we are. You are all very special. You all gave us so much in practice, and it was a very, very fun year. It was very rewarding to see you all improve. It's a long 3 months, and you guys responded with a lot of fight and hustle. So thank you for giving us the opportunity to get to know you, and I only hope that you continue to compete and love playing this game because it is a lot of fun. And also a huge thank you to the parents for all your support, the treat guys at league, and all you do to make sure your kids are at practice. I really appreciate your time too. So thank you. Give these girls a round of applause. Next up is boys basketball and kids maintenance.
I'm glad there's a mic here because I don't think you guys are hearing me. Guess called up the team already. I want to recognize Coach Stewart. It's his second year here. He's moving on to some bigger and better things in China, right? He's going back to China. We're truly thankful for what he's done for his basketball team, and couldn't thank you enough. We wish you all the best. First of all, I want to introduce these kids just real quick. Sixth graders, step forward. We have Caleb Young, Coy Sharkey, is here. Taven Schmidt, Herman Lira, Luke Grubb, Marco Coelho, and Luke Clevenger. Probably this year, I think there was maybe one of them that played much basketball. So it was kind of interesting at the beginning of the season, but these boys improved a ton, and a big chunk of that goes to Coach Stewart. A lot of times in practice, we have a split time with all these kids. He spent a major majority of the time with them, so a big part of that credit goes to him. So thanks again. Our eighth graders, Tracer Alexander, Kane Chavez, and then I think Hyro moved, I believe. Three great kids. Also not a lot of experience. Kane wasn't here for a couple of years. He came back, really played hard. Great kid. And Tracer's work ethic is just unmatched a lot of times. And the kid goes out and hustles and works hard. Very proud of both of you guys. Also, our managers, we had Jesus Vasquez, Andrew Barnes, and then Drake Da Silva came on a little late. Did a lot of the water bottle stuff. videos and stuff like that, help us in practice, and we appreciate you guys very much. Seventh graders, step forward. We got G. Evans, Rowdy Grubb, Aiden Hill, Leighton Hopkins, Braxton Mencken, Oscar Martinez, Salty Santiago Mora, Hayden Myers, Rylan Myers, Gael Yanez. As you can tell, I kind of went out of order, but for some of you guys that know, I'm going to take advantage of an opportunity here, because you never know if you'll get this chance again. But I've been lucky enough to coach these boys since they were second graders. And there's lots of things that I love in my life, my wife, my kids, and right up there at the top is these boys. There's memories that I've made with these kids I'll never forget. And I hope you guys know how truly blessed I am to coach you guys. So from there on, again, thanks Coach Stewart, thanks parents, fans. I'd also want to thank Josh Gooch. I don't know if he's here tonight. When the season started, he did the first week or so of practice with Coach Stewart when I couldn't be there. So great appreciation for him taking his time to help these kids when I couldn't be there to help. And also Kyle Schaefer for setting a good foundation for junior high basketball. And I hope we can keep living up to that tradition. And another one is our state championship high school boys basketball team. Every single home game, they sat right over there, and we're just as excited and loud as anybody. And these young kids look up to them, and it meant a lot to them and to me that they were willing to cheer for these boys. Trying to see if we can hurry this along, but at the start of this season, we had a meeting with parents, and I asked three things of these kids. Number one, you're a student athlete. Student comes first, so that means school comes first. And I believe it was 17 out of these 20-some kids were on the honor roll. And that's awesome. Congratulations. The second one was character. Win or lose, we're going to go out and represent not only Greeley County schools, but your teammates, your parents, alumni in this town. And you're going to go out and work hard. And I believe we've done that. We went out and played a game, win or lose. We played with sportsmanship, and we shook hands afterwards. And that's probably more important than anything, is your guys' character. So I'm proud of you on that part too. And then the third thing is we were always outsized, a lot of times playing against older kids. And I told you whether we win or lose, never get outworked. And you guys did that. You gave me your all the time. Just a few team comments. I don't have, my records in front of me or anything like this, but these kids battled a lot of inexperience. Some of these seventh graders had to step up and play 18 that didn't have a whole lot of experience on that, and they battled against bigger, more experienced kids, and they did not ever back down. And I'm very proud of that. So we'll go on to some awards. For the B team and C team kids, this was probably the most difficult one to look at because we had a ton of kids that improved all year. There's one kid that really stuck out in my mind. Just the way he came and talked to me at shoot around, talked to coach, talking to his parents, what he's doing, at home, and he improved a lot. And that award goes to Caleb Young. The next one is the Coach's Award. And I kind of look at this as somebody who's very unselfish, does everything you ask of him, never backs down, never talks back, and just goes and does his job. And he does it as hard as he possibly can. And it's a kid who does that not only in basketball, but in pretty much every aspect of his life. And that's Leighton Hopkins. And the MVP for the B team and the C team combined goes to a young man who always in the gym. Kid's very smart, kind of knows where he needs to be all the time, and is a leader on the court. And then just a great kid. Goes to Marco Coelho. On the A team, I did keep stats for the 18 boys throughout the year, so this is where a lot of this comes down to. So I actually added a couple because I think all these kids are deserving of something for what they put in and brought to this team. But this year's defensive award, guys that were usually put on some of their quickest players, went out and were scrappy, got steals, deflections, and got us the ball back. And it goes to actually two people. So the defensive award goes to Kane Chavez and Rowdy Grubbs. The next one is the rebounding award. This guy led us not only in total rebounds, but then obviously offensive and defensive rebounds, which gave us a lot of second chance opportunities, not only for himself, but the team. Another kid that works really hard, and that goes to Guy Elianes. Most improved. Beginning of the season, this young man didn't see a whole lot of playing time, but it didn't discourage him. He kept working, kept pushing hard, and ended up starting a lot of games for us as the year went on. And one thing I always remember about this kid is we're playing Syracuse in this gym, and we had probably our best first quarter all year, or first half all year. And Syracuse battled back, and I believe we were down by one, maybe, if I remember right. And he gets fouled and goes to the line for a one-on-one, and with ice in his veins, he knocks them both down. And he improved so much over the season, that most improved award goes to Aiden. My coach's award goes to a kid a lot like Layton. He just works hard. Doesn't need his name in the paper. He does all the dirty work. Doesn't need to score all the points. Doesn't even worry about it. He's just happy to be out there playing and gives it everything he's got. That coach's award goes to Hayden Myers. Our final award goes to, for our MVP, again, looking at stats, this kid led us in points, effective field goal percentage, assist to turnover ratio, and actually other than Aiden shot 2 free throws and made 2 free throws, so he is actually second in free throw percentage. But again, like I said about Marco, I think when you look at an MVP, yeah, it comes a lot with stats, but it's also being a leader on the court and leading by example, and goes to Braxton Lincoln. Cook, I got 30 minutes left. How am I doing on time? Again, thank you guys. I appreciate it and really love coaching these kids, and I hope we're back next year. And thank you very much.
gonna read my speech, but I can't get my tablet to work, so I'm just gonna wing it. It's all good. This is junior high wrestling. For me, this is also a first. It's been kind of cool. This will be my 8th grade class for all 8th graders, but this is also, and for some of the coaches that are out here, you've done this before, but it's also the year that I get to see my first two, Peyton's not here, is she? I get to see my first two athletes graduate high school. That was with Kyra Nolan and Peyton Walk. So 6 years I've been able to do this. And as all the other coaches have said, this is an amazing thing to be a part of. To be able to coach athletes, to be able to coach young students. This year has been no exception. These three, when this started last year, Tracer was the only one. Sam Wright, Haley, and Brooklyn were still in basketball. Tracer and I got to start at 6 o'clock in the morning, and he was there every morning at 6 o'clock, without a doubt. Sam, who moved, Haley, and Brooklyn joined. And as I said last year, they joined to support Tracer. That is very cool. It wasn't just for the sport, it was to support their friends and their team. So to have them carry on, that's been fun for me. These three do not stop. They do not stop participating. They do not stop asking questions. They do not stop wanting more. They aren't afraid to ask how to do it better. When a match is over, they are the first ones to ask, where's the film? I want to see what I did. I want to see how to improve. All three of them. So it was never a moment of silence. But it was fun. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better group. They're not afraid to have a good time, but they also know to improve, they need to work, and they weren't afraid. These three were mentioned in other sports. There's a reason, because they care about what they do. They have a desire to improve. They have a desire to be better. They want to improve. So for a coach, that makes it very easy. But it also makes me a better coach because I have to step my game up too, because they want to step their game. They're not satisfied with just where they are. So from stories of locker rooms and trying to kill their coach with a slam ball. No. It's been a fun year. No, I'm not okay. But it's been fun. At league, we have a very tough league. We're in the North Division for wrestling. The North Division is a very tough league. We have St. Francis is one of them, Macklin Hawks and those guys. Haley and Brooklyn took first place. Tracer wasn't able to make it, but that does not diminish his season. Tracer had a very strong bracket. But he improved very much. All three of them. I didn't give awards this year because really anything that I can say about one, I can say about all three. All three of them are most improved. All three of them have the heart of a jackrabbit. All three of them seek to improve and be better. So there's nothing that I can say about one that I couldn't say about all of them. So from that outlet, that I want to thank you guys. I want to thank the parents. I want to thank the faculty and the teachers for allowing us to I want to thank everybody for allowing me to do this and to continue to do this. Once you wrestle, everything else in life is easy. Thank you, Coach Miller, Haley, Tracer, and Brooklyn.
let's have a vocal come up first, and anybody who's involved in the play. Vocal and play. I'll be Mrs. Schultz tonight. I'm sure you guys can see the resemblance here. First, Mrs. Schultz would like to recognize all of the vocal guys. Could everybody who participated in the vocal contest at Volleyball please take a step forward, please? Mrs. S would like to applaud you for your achievements in going to the contest and doing a very good job and earning a 2 rating. Congratulations for that. If you sang a solo at the spring concert, please stay in front. Mrs. S would like to give you a round of applause for sounding awesome and for putting yourself out there. All right, musical guys, please take a step forward. Everybody who was involved in the musical. Oh, guys and gals. We just wanted to congratulate you on an awesome job for the musical. That's a lot of time and dedication and hours after school, sometimes from 6 to 9 or later. Thank you to all the parents who picked all these guys up really late and worked with them on their lines and all of that. The students were extra prepared and felt like they did an awesome job. And we wanted to congratulate you for all of that. Thank you, guys. Band guys, come up, please. Band 6 through 8 band. I want to start my part by saying what an honor and privilege it is to be the band director here at Greeley Junior High and High School. These guys have been absolutely fantastic to work with. They've really brought it when necessary. I'll start with some of my 6th grade awards here. For 6th grade, and you guys can come up on stage and shake my hand if you want. I have your certificates in the packets. My practice award for 6th grade goes to Anna Marquardt. Anna comes in just about every day before school and is practicing and improving and working on lots of stuff. And, as a percussionist, she also plays piano and key instruments, which is a great help to be able to cover some of those parts, and she's done a fantastic job, so thank you so much. My next award, it is extremely difficult to come into band late in the game, not having a 5th grade band experience, and try to catch up with all of the things that you have to learn when everybody else has already got those things. But we have a young man who did just that, came in before school and practiced a lot. And so my Make It Happen award goes to Samuel Warner. Several of these members have acquired exceptional music tone in their, on their instruments. As a 5th or a 6th grader, that's very difficult to do. My Tone Warrior Awards go for a woodwind, Jocelyn Vasquez. And for my low brass and high brass, Luke Grubb and Amelia Ruby. My band stewardship award for 6th grade, I picked one boy and one girl. These guys are always on point, they're always listening to directions, even if things can be chaotic, they're always where they need to be and doing an excellent job. And they are Samuel Warner and Annalie Long. All right, now for my 7-12 band awards. Every organization that is successful has a high number of students who just give and give and give no matter what it is that you need from them. I had a fundraiser that we were doing and I needed some help at the last minute. I didn't have anything to offer the students who did it, but it didn't matter to them. They were willing to come out last notice, come out, do all this stuff. Didn't expect anything in return. Those people are, and if they'd come up, please. Urelli. Aiden Hill. Jeremy Evans. Hayden Myers, and Oscar Martinez. My Outstanding Pep Band Award. This is for the students who regularly showed up at Pep Band. They hardly ever missed a game, maybe 1 or 2 at the most, from football through basketball. They were there every night, working hard, staying late. And their parents, I thank you so much for bringing them. I know you're probably sometimes tired of them being gone. We've expected out of these junior high kids the same thing that the high school kids would be expected out at a high school, at a big high school. They were here so much. And not every junior high kid, among all the other things they do, will still make it here for hours and hours and hours. And they are Aiden Hill, Shane Howell, Hayden Myers, Jeremy Evans, Ashton Kennedy, Urella Rivera, Haley Nolan, James Marco, Oscar Martinez, Jesus Vasquez, let's see, while I've got them there, can I have my trio of terror come up, please? And yes, they do terrorize me quite a bit, but I mean, when these guys show up, I mean, they pump out sound, and they do it with a sense of style and magic that it's just hard to explain. When you're at Pep Band and there's 15 kids and you're at a state game, I mean, these guys are pumping out a large sum of that sound, and they just do an awesome job, and they can play really well. Even the piece we played at our concert this year was a piece that I first conducted at a 6A high school. And these guys had the lead high notes on all of that and played it just really well. And they've just been really super to work with, and they're awesome. So thank you guys so much. Okay, I've got an Outstanding Solo Award. I had 2 kids take a solo to contest. As our program grows, we're going to continue to try to bring the kids to more and more things and trips. And we had a couple of kids bring a solo to contest and represented us in Colby. Those 2 students are Aiden Hill and Shaden Howell. I got this award. Jesse was playing a basketball game, and this young lady played for the entire, both the girls and boys games the entire time. That's not an easy feat for a 7th grader, and it's just not an easy thing to do, and it takes a lot of dedication and attention and maturity. So Addison Kennedy, would you please come up and be recognized? I'd like to give a quick shout out to Gael and Ryland. There at the end, they were only 2 saxophone players. They came in and played solos at the concert and did a really nice job of that, and we appreciate that. Without you guys, it would have been a lot less of a thing there. Let me see here. An Outstanding Peer Award. This award goes to a student who I caught practicing after school. They were listening to some pretty difficult music, and they were actually figuring it out by ear and just memorizing, and I was really impressed with that. That's what you would do at an advanced course in jazz improvisation or something like that. So, Jesus Vasquez. I'd like to give a shout out too to my clarinets. In a smaller band, the clarinet makes a lot of difference, and the clarinets in a bigger band, they take up a large number of the instruments. These guys pump out a lot of sound and make a lot of difference. So great job there, clarinets. Sayla, nice job on your solo at the concert. It's a lot of pressure to play some notes all by yourself, especially in that kind of an isolated event. So great job on that. Let's see, my last 2 awards here. These are my director awards. They go to students who have the highest level of work ethic and dedication to the band. They show up to everything. They work hard. They have a high level of musicianship, and they are great role models for the other students. And that is James Marquardt and Haley Nolan. Come on up. All right, Miss Hopkins is up next. Track club.
Thank you. Trap shooting is, I want to thank parents, administrators, grandparents for coming out to watch. Shane Schneider, Ashton Bjorklund, and I have the distinct honor and privilege of coaching 12 young people. Trap shooting is unique where it is high school and junior high together on the same team. So these 5 are competing against the high schoolers, or competing with them on the same team. In junior high this year, we have Rowdy Grubb, Rylan Myers, Mia Reynolds, Nathan Hopkins, and our newcomer of the season, Caleb Young. So trap shooting, every year in July, there's a national tournament, and we take a team of 5. Last year, Rowdy Grubb represented us along with 4 high schoolers at nationals. Rowdy has also been the sole junior hire to hit 25 in a row out of 50. Layton and Rhineland are right there close. As we have a fall and spring season, our fall season we were the #1 team in our conference. Spring season is just about over and we're leading our conference as well. Rowdy, Layton, Rhineland, along with several high school members, are in the top 15 of our conference overall. Mia and Caleb have increased their average this season by 5 to 6 overall in their average, so they have come along quite well, and there's not much of a difference from top to bottom in our team. Things coming up, we have our state tournament where we'll take all 12 of them in June to Newton. And nationals in July, we will take a team of 5. We also have 5 to 7 additional athletes that will probably get individual invitations to make the national tournament out in Mason, Michigan. So thank you everybody for your support. If you need fireworks this summer, come see us.
Football first. Let's see. Probably going to echo a lot, I think, of what I heard Coach Megan talk about during basketball. It's a very young group. 4 8th graders, I think. Four, just saying like, I think only a couple of them played quite a bit of time the year before. And unfortunately, one of them that got a lot of playing time, I think the year before, broke his arm trying to get on this school. So that definitely hurt, losing some of that experience. But the rest of the guys and ladies stepped up, learned a lot. And I think they learned a lot more than they think going forward to next year, whether it be learning how to play a team that's just straight up bigger than you, older than you, they've been playing more. But one thing I'm definitely proud of this team is that they never quit. They didn't lay down. They never let things just go by the wayside. They fought through every game. We got that hard-earned victory last game of the season. It was a lot of fun. We showed a lot of improvement over the last 3 or 4 games. Some things started to click, so I'm excited to see what everybody brings next year. I think we have 18 or 19 hopefully on the team next year, so we can scrimmage some more, and I think that'll translate over into some games on the board. I've got 4 awards. We'll start with Offensive Player of the Year, someone that provided a spark. That goes to Kane Chalmers. Our Defensive Player of the Year goes to Gael Yanez. Most improved, that's was kind of a difficult one to decide because, again, a lot of people showed a lot of improvement. They did a lot of things. This is going to go to someone who, towards the end of the season, I kind of wished I would have used in a couple different spots, and is going to be able to do some different things next year. Hayden Myers. It doesn't help when the 3 interior linemen on their offense all have names that are Hayden, Layton. They don't know which one's being yelled at. And then most improved, or just the most improved, our Coaches Award. Again, somebody who is always playing hard, isn't getting in trouble, does what he's asked of, goes to Layton Hopkins. Excited to see where we go next year. Like I said, I think we took some big steps forward this year, and excited to see what we do next year. Thank you guys. Again, this is a fun group. Every tournament we go to, I try and take some stats of what we miss, what subjects we miss, what we get right, who answers what, things like that. But then sometimes I split them up so I don't get to see everything. But one thing I do know, or I'm pretty sure would be improved, is the amount of questions I can hear them talking back and forth, but they don't buzz in, and then they get mad at each other when the judge says that's the answer that they were looking for. 2-3 times around per meeting or something like that. Always happen. Just can't. Or no, I don't have him in class. You can't get him to not talk in class, but they don't like to talk during football sometimes. It's kind of happening. We had a good year. Again, we're pretty young. We've got 3 6th graders. They had a lot of fun. They learned some stuff. They buzzed in a lot more than they did last year. Last year, they were kind of, if they didn't know it or if they had a guess, they didn't want to buzz in and be wrong. We got through that a little bit this year because it doesn't matter if you buzz in and get it wrong. If you're close, you never know, you might be right. And they found out a lot of the were right. They just weren't quick enough or weren't confident enough in their answer. So I think that improved a lot this year. I've got 2 awards. I've got a most improved, and that goes to Santiago Mora. He's won. I think he almost had a patented move of, I think he sat next to Hayden a lot or Oscar. They'd be conferring back and forth and they wouldn't say it, and then the judge would say it was the right answer, and he would look at Hayden, give one of those, saying he was right. Then I have our MVP. I know when I say the words quiz bowl, I think probably the last word most of you will think of is intimidation. But when you watch James buzz in millisecond, the prompter's done reading a question 4 or 5 times in a row, and then you have the high school kid in the back who's keeping score halfway or all the way through the math going, he's not even writing the numbers down. Over and over. Goes to James. Everybody else has a lot of big shoes to fill because James is going into high school. But good year, guys. Thank you.
So we had 38 out for track this year. This size of a group is a blessing and a curse when it comes to track meets because you can only put kids in a certain amount of events. And so 6th and 7th graders step forward. 6th and 7th graders step forward. Trying to fit these kids into 3 and 2 event or 4 to event is very difficult because how many of you want to be long distance runners? Exactly. So it's really hard to get these guys into those shorter events as well as our field events. So all of you guys can step back. So a lot of kids. We unfortunately had to lose 2 track meets due to weather, but these kids pushed through with the other 3. Nope. Oh yeah, I guess we had one rescheduled and that one got canceled. So yes, we didn't have as many track meets as we wanted, which kind of hurt us in the end trying to get records, but they still did really well, especially at league. 6th and 7th grade girls placed 3rd overall at league, and 6th and 7th grade boys placed 2nd overall at league. So they did very well at league. While it's not a contact sport, apparently we get lots of injuries, and so we get lots of injuries. injuries. So there's a couple that didn't get to make it all the way through the season to do that, but they all were very helpful. Those with injuries, helping at track meets and helping out to make sure others who were in events were there. So with that, we're going to get to awards. We give out a most valuable trackster. This goes to one boy and one girl. Boy is Braxton and girl is Jalen. Most valuable trackster goes to a person who was always willing to get better at the events that they were in and willing to do anything. This kid, every time they got done with their race, like, I think I got my PR, and then they did it, like, next time I'm going to get it. So most valuable trackster goes to Stephen Schmidt. Sorry. Most inspiring, this goes to someone, I don't even know how to describe this kid for track. Most inspiring. You say, go ride a bull, he does that. You say, go jump some hurdles that you're doing tomorrow. Go ahead and do that. Hey, you're also in the 800 for the league. Go ahead and do that. So this kid did everything from jumping to hurdles to running short distance, running long distance, and getting hurt by the bull right before league. So, Tracer. The last award is the Track Jackrabbit Award. This goes to someone who represented Jackrabbit well as sportsmanship, practice, being around other schools, academics, and overall Jackrabbit spirit. This goes to Jalen Randall. So along with those, we like to give out certificates for those kids who got new records that is going to be placed in the hallway to update those. So we have 6 of those this year. First one is 7th grade boys 3200, Braxton Mangum with a new record of 13 minutes, 13.1. Next is 6th grade girls record 3200, 12 minutes and 39.04, Jalen Brandon. This one was a tie for a record, so it's still going to go on the board. 6th grade girls turbo jab, Mallory Walk, 49. Seventh grade girls turbo jab, 70 foot 3 inches, Addison Kennedy. In all the years that I've been coaching junior high track, 7th graders boys have not participated in turbo jab, and so this year we actually had some 7th grade boys, so by automatically doing it, they got a record. And so Malachi Hobson has the record with 46. The last record we have, this kid's been working this all season, and he finally got it at the last meet and didn't even know it. And so with the 6th grade boys 100-meter dash, with a 13.2, Caleb Young. We have a couple more. With league finishing up, now that we're done with the year, we had a bunch of champions this year. This is the most medals that I have seen us bring home from league. And so we wanted to make sure we represented the champions here, so I made them wait to get their medals until tonight. So your 22 2022 Northwest Kansas champion in the 3200 and the 1600, Jalen Randall. Northwest League champion in the 1600 meter run for the 7th grade boys, Braxton Megan. And our last champion, I think this one kind of surprised us, but it is awesome to watch, is the 4x2 relay for 6th and 7th grade girls, Jaron, Mia, Abby, and Carly. The last paper I have to give out is a new league record. This goes to Jalen Randall for 3200 at league, so she will hold that record for every time we go to league until school breaks. So, Jalen, please come up. As you can tell, it's a successful season. They all did very well. I don't think there's one week that we didn't have at least 10 PRs from these kids. They're so close to breaking a lot of records. They just did awesome throughout the year. It's very difficult. I want to thank Coach Harkness, Coach Cook, and Coach Bender. With this many kids plus the high school track kids, it's really hard to coach them all, as you can see, especially because we're spread out so far. So those coaches, between us four, we at least got something done in track practice. I'd like to thank Howard Gibson. He drove the bus for us every time, was very willing to take us at 5 a.m. for league, which was also very beneficial. And thank you to Cook also for trying to reschedule track meets, even though, weather. So thank you to parents also for coming supporting us and making sure these kids had sunscreen and water, because definitely we needed it near the end of the season. And thank you kids for putting your best out there on the track. Cook, to you.
A few quick things here, then we'll get moving on to the 8th grade promotion. Thank you, coaches, for working with these kids. Thank you, administration and clerical staff and everybody that works behind the scenes. Keeps us all in line, lets us do these things. Thank you, community. I want to say thank you to the community. We put on 3 track meets here, had great help every time. 4 track meets, I guess it was. Had great help every time. The weather wasn't that good, but you guys stepped up, helped us out, and it was just super, especially when I go to track meets and I hear that they have a hard time getting help. Parents, thank you for letting your kids do this. Please keep encouraging them to participate in everything they can. They're only a kid once. Kids, keep the enthusiasm that you have about the sports, about the activities, about everything you do. Keep your enthusiasm and build with it. We've got a lot of great things going on at the high school level. You guys moving on up, 8th graders moving on up to help us out next year, and the rest of you, so on and so forth, coming up in the future. A lot of good things are going to happen. Again, thank you everybody for coming out, and now we'll move on to bigger and brighter things.
there.
Would you all please stand?
and would like to welcome you all to the class of 2026 8th grade graduation. Now would you all please join me in a word of prayer. Lord, thank you for everything you do in our lives, being by our sides, helping us to this milestone in the hardest years we have faced yet. There are many more great accomplishments and hardships yet to come as we move on into our new journey of high school. I ask that you are by our sides each day as we make our own paths. I ask that you grant us wisdom to make wise decisions according to your will. In Jesus' name, amen. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to welcome Mr. Houston to the podium.
Thank you, Maggie. Good evening, members of the Greeley County Board of Education, Mr. Negus, colleagues, parents, grandparents, guests, and most distinguished members of the Greeley County Schools 8th grade class. On behalf of the faculty and staff of USD 200, Greeley County Schools, I would like to welcome you to our 8th grade promotion. Thank you all for coming and for the important part you play in the educational success of all of these students. The 8th grade students sitting before you have been working diligently for the past 9 years in preparation for this milestone achievement. Each of these students has done their best to meet the challenges and tasks assigned to them by teachers and coaches. Today marks a significant change in their lives, the transition of leaving junior high and entering high school, that presents a new set of challenges and adventures for each student here. As you make this transition, you will again find yourself at the bottom of the pecking order. You'll have to work hard to gain the respect you now enjoy, make new friends, and overcome new challenges. Despite these frustrations, I encourage you to recognize the benefits of starting over. Understand that you don't wake up one day and decide who or what you want to be. Instead, this is decided along the way as a result of the compounding effect of each decision you make. This new beginning gives you a chance to course correct if you're not happy with where these decisions have led you or who you've become. So take the opportunity you have between now and the start of your freshman year to reflect upon where you are and who you'd like to be, and use your past experience to ensure you're making decisions that will get you there. As you leave the gym tonight, begin preparing yourself to meet the new challenges and adventures high school has in store for you. Explore and take classes in high school that may put you outside of your comfort zone, while leading to a passion or career in the future you may not have thought of. Allow school and extracurricular activities to enhance and enrich your life and high school experience. And so, 8th graders, as your principal, I challenge you to be honest enough to recognize what's standing in the way of you being and doing your best. Be brave enough to address these things as you take advantage of this new beginning. Be humble enough to seek out help from others and to accept it when it's offered. Be respectful enough to always say thank you and accept responsibility. Be ready to take on all challenges and obstacles that you face with integrity and determination. And don't be satisfied with the accomplishments and achievements you have amassed to this point. Use them as a stepping stone to continue success in high school and beyond. And congratulations on the achievement of your 8th grade promotion. I would now like to welcome Ms. Whitaker to the podium.
Each year, the Kansas State Activities Association presents a citizenship award to a graduating male and female who best demonstrate excellence in the following criteria: respect, responsibility, and reverence. Staff members of Greeley County Schools vote to select the recipient of this award. The Female Citizenship Award is presented to Margaret Retrugo. The Male Citizenship Award is presented to James Markwell.
At this time, it is my pleasure to present the Greeley County 8th grade class of 2022. Graduates, please stand. Greeley County School Board, Board President Shay Stewart, Superintendent Mr. Neves, having met all the requirements as set forth by the USD 200 Greeley County Schools Board of Education and Administration, these students have earned the right to receive a certificate and be promoted from junior high to high school. I therefore recommend that each be awarded a certificate certifying that he or she is a graduate of Greeley County Junior High School and is entitled to all the rights and privileges thereof. Students, please make your way to the stage to accept your certificates. Parents, family, and friends of graduates, please feel free to come forward and take pictures as the graduates walk across the stage and receive their certificates. Ladies and gentlemen, the 8th grade class of 2022. Tracer Alexander. Kane Chavez. Ashlyn Cole. Kiara Cole. Hannah Ferguson. Caden Jones. James Marquardt. Brooklyn Morris. Haley Nolan. Jaden Stewart. Maggie Votruba. On behalf of the staff of Greeley County Schools, I am proud to present the 2022 8th grade graduates of Greeley County Junior High School. Congratulations, young men and women. We wish you all the best of luck in high school. I would now like to invite Hannah Ferguson to the podium to lead us in the benediction.
Thank you. Would everyone please stand? To start this off, I would like to say a couple thank yous. I would like to thank the teachers and staff for helping me the moment I moved here to do my best and push me beyond all of my limits possible. I would also like to thank my parents for supporting me in all the sports I did throughout my injuries and throughout my hard work to pursue my dreams. And finally, I would also like to thank my class up here for the 8th year graduation for teaching me how to fit in with all my differences from moving from a bigger town to the small little lovable town. And to start the prayer, will you please bow your heads? Dear Heavenly Father, as we cross this bridge from middle school to high school, we will be faced with new challenges we haven't dealt with before. But as proven here today, you, our Lord, have been merciful. You have given us, we give you the glory, praise, and honor for carrying us through the year. Please hear us, Lord, as we long for your presence in the year to come. Please be there watching and guiding us through the upcoming years of high school and beyond. We humbly ask for you to dwell with us as we invite you to guide us through all the hardships we will encounter. May you deliver us away from evil, and please, our Lord, let us see with discernment how you are working in every situation. Whether we are alone or together, we know you are sovereign. Opponent, omnipresent, just righteous, merciful, all-seeing, and all-knowing. Lord, please grant us your grace and mercy the whole way through from now on until the end. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Greeley County 8th grade graduating class of 2022, I would like to thank you for attending today's ceremonies in support of all of these young men and women.